Hello everyone, in front of me I have OPPO Reno 14 and in today's tutorial I'm gonna show you best tricks for beginners, so stay with me and watch the whole video, then leave some like and comment. Enjoy! So I was worked with all the major brand smartphones, I held a lot of devices in my hands, and based on my personal use of the many devices I can tell you all of the features for beginners, the things that you should know, the things that makes your device run smoother and better, and also features that may help you in usage every day and save some time, because time is priceless. Alright, so let's start with settings. Then go to the display and brightness, and in the bottom of these settings you can see screen refresh rate. So this is the first feature that is very important and makes a huge difference while using it. So on the preview here on the top you can see difference between high screen refresh rate and the standard one. The standard one gives you a refresh rate up to 60 Hz and the high refresh rate gives you up to 120. So this is a very good amount. Special gamers should know about it, because if you get 120 Hz, then you can have 120 FPS, which is a frame per second. So this is a very good amount, like I said, and gives you enough hertz to actually make that your phone is very fast and the animations and visual effects looks better. So in these settings make sure that you set up the high refresh rate and only this, because if you get standard then you will have 60 Hz, and if you select the auto select, then your device will switch between hertzes, because it depends of your current battery power that you have on your smartphone. You can for example play some video game, and if you have a low battery then your device will switch to for example 60 Hz. So you can feel it in the game that your animations and overall visual effects are worse than it was. So this is the reason you had auto select screen refreshing rate. So let's make sure that you select the high. Now let's move on to the app specific refresh rate. About it, you have here all of the applications that you have installed on your smartphone, and some of them are setting as a default screen refreshing rate, and you can change it only manually. For example, Google Chrome have as a default 90 Hz that you can change to 120 manually, like me right now, and my Google Chrome will run better and smoother. So it is very good to know about it and actually do it. After this, you should, as a beginner, start thinking about basic options like auto screen off. This is a time after which your device goes off, I mean goes off, goes dark, it locks the screen and just go black. So I have 10 minutes because I'm recording this video obviously, but most of people and users chooses something between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. I think it is a very good choice. It's enough to react, to save some battery power and a lot of other things, so I would recommend something between this zone. Alright, after you decided, let's make sure that you enter the font and choose the style of font that you want to use on your smartphone. The preview here is clearly visible, and you can see all of the changes that you are currently making. Font size, you can also adjust it to your preferences, the weight, and use adaptive font weight, because some of the applications uses different fonts, so make sure that you enable this option here. After this, you can get into the main page of settings and enter the home screen and lock screen. In here you can choose a layout and decide the most important thing. If you want to use a home screen as a standard one with a lot of pages for your applications, or you can use the app drawer. I recommending you to use an app drawer because if you swipe up on your screen like this, then you will be get access to this menu and you can see all of the installed apps on your smartphone. Then you can just type here, for example, YouTube, and boom, you have your application. You don't need to every time swipe left and right and look where is this application that I put on my phone. But this is not important. Important is app drawer should works better for you. But if you are a person who likes a standard one, then it's all good and there is no beef between us. Now you can decide if you want to no, you don't need to decide, you just need to enable this option because it's packet mistouch prevention. It is a genius idea because it prevents accidental touches that may occur while your phone is in your pocket or a bag. So this is very helpful. A lot of times I miscall somebody by mistake from my packet of jeans, so this is good to enable and make sure that you do it so you won't miscall someone or type something in Messenger or Facebook, whatever. That would help you. So that was the most important things, and now let's move on to the system and update. And now you have to choose the system navigation. How you will move through your smartphone. Of course, there are two different peoples who like gestures. You can use here learn to see the quick tutorial of how to move on your smartphone. I'm not gonna do this. It's pointless. If you choose a gestures navigations, then you have additional features that you can set up for your gestures. There is a lot of things, as you can see. And also if you choose a free buttons navigations like I do, because I like only this type of navigation on smartphones. I don't know why, I just used to it, I guess, and it should be okay to you, so don't worry about me, I'm just this type of person. So yeah, after you choose this one, if you set up your smartphone and you forget about language, region, date or time, so this is a proper settings. You can change it the language here, add some other languages or choose a region. And in these settings you can choose a time format, the time that you're using, and date. Sometimes it's good for games because you can get more bonuses if you change the date for yesterday. You know what I mean? That doesn't matter, it's never mind. Just make sure that you choose your date and time correctly. Now it's time for getting to the accessibility and convenience, because in here we can go into the accessibility and for example open the accessibility menu and turn it on. We have to allow these things and make OK. So we have this icon here that allows us to do simple things on our smartphone. If you want to use it, then do, and from these settings you can turn it on. I don't like this option, I like to turn it off. For me it's not helpful. I like to use in old style by using a power button, but it doesn't matter. In here we have something like screenshot. As a beginner you should know about it because it makes your life easier by making a screenshot only with swiping down your three fingers on the display, for example. In these settings you can enable these options take a screenshot in many ways. Also, you can adjust what you want to see on the screenshot, for example, hide status bar and navigation bar, if you want to have screen notifications or you want to have your screenshots out after taking a screenshot, and also the location of your preview after taking the screenshot. I mean this menu, yeah. So that was it. In these settings there is nothing more that you should know about. Of course, you should get into the security and privacy and make sure that you have an app log and other stuff, because protection your smartphone is very important, and make sure that nobody get access to your personal data. And I think we can move to the last thing that I want to show you, and this is a tab menu. So to open the tab menu you need to just drag your finger from the right upper corner to down, and that allows you to get access to this quick menu. If you unroll this section, then you will see these tiles here. There is 2 pages, and also the quick access to your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, brightness and volume. If you don't like the position of your tiles, and you want to change it, rearrange it, or I don't know, add or remove some tiles, then you have to press these 3 buttons and press here on edit tile. Then you will be able to remove some tiles from the tab menu, or add some tiles, or rearrange the location of these little tiles that gives you quick access to some features. So very important to do, and make sure that you have your own order and you will be happy of it. And yes, that was it. All of the beginners things that you can do, all of it just within 11 minutes, so it is very good. I think that video should help you with your new smartphone. Leave a like, comment, and also subscribe to our YouTube channels. Goodbye!